boy and let the man be born.
Kill the boy, Jon Snow.
All right.
Winter is
We're back, chat.
upon us.
Should be good now. Your stream quality is good.
The man, people.
Look at that.
When
That's
every
what I
boy
like to
realizes
see.
no one's coming to save him.
No one's coming to save us.
And that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there.
Let's work.
And stay children forever.
The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you.
One of the best days of my life was the day that I realized that nobody was coming to save me. And it sounds scary, but you can get to a point where you can know this and kind of get excited about it. When you can know that nobody is coming to save you and that it doesn't matter whether you have help or not, that you trust yourself in such a way here that
maybe move that to the side.
You want control of your situation. It's a freedom like nothing that I can describe to you. It means you're confident. It means you trust yourself.
I want to have you go into hamstrings.
Should probably move that when we do squats.
And
move
that
what?
is one of the most powerful things a man can
These?
ever have.
No, that. So you don't get.
Hard men create
No,
soft
that.
times. Soft times create
Oh.
soft men.
I mean, I keep it on stream all the time.
They don't say anything
They don't
about
say
it?
shit.
We are now.
But I'll move it, just in case.
Just in case.
Hard times.
Just looking out for the stream.
And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing
Happy
right
New Year,
now,
brother.
and feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself. You're not going to make your dreams come
People
true.
trying to use
You're
my
just
card
not.
again.
We're not wired that way. You weren't born that way. You weren't that way.
I don't
when you
use
were
that
growing up.
PayPal
You're
card.
certainly not that way as an adult.
I'm one of those old school guys.
All right, we're gonna go right into
Mental health and
hamstrings.
men have to carry this burden and men have,
Yeah, making it
that's when we,
down.
guess
Yep.
what? Somebody's got to get up. I have a
Hop
family,
in.
Right, I have children.
This one, you're gonna put your legs above, and then you're gonna pull this. Oh wait, don't put your legs in yet.
I don't give a shit about my family. You see these guys.
Actually, yeah, put them in. I'm just not used to doing it for someone else. Pull this side out, and you lock it down. There you go. Shoulders back, chin up.
Work and do what you gotta do.
You feel it under your leg?
Be a man.
Yeah.
Be a man.
You got pizza on your face. Wipe it.
You are a man. Stand up and
Good.
be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin.
It's so crazy when you say the word man. When you're 18, you think you're a man. And you walk around telling bitches I'm a man and shit. And I didn't become a man till I got off cocaine. I was 44 years old, 45 years old, I became a man. I know for a fact there's a definition to a man, and that's to
Amen.
just be an all-around good guy, support your wife.
Yeah. Provide.
To your wife.
I'll answer if I want to.
Do
Do you like me?
I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm not
Of
gonna
course,
tell you
Panalito.
shit up now, but
I mean, I don't really know you super well, but I like you. You've given me no reason to not like you.
it's a certain thing, and I just became a man. And since 45, I'm 56. Now
I feel like this is a little too light for you.
Men look at
Really?
things.
We're gonna put on
Feel the burn.
And they do it. They
This
get
needs
it
to be
done.
done. This is not tomorrow.
Where are the
This is not
10s?
today. This is not. This is right now.
Life created this person.
You see two white ones anywhere?
Life created me to be this person I was back in the day. And I had to realize, man,
We gotta be
that's
right here.
okay, man.
Yep.
It's not my fault. Now I gotta go back and fix it. So a lot of this isn't your fault. Why you do some things you do, why you feel the way you feel. But no one's coming back to
All right,
save your
try
ass.
one.
You have to go back to where the shit
How's
started.
that?
Wherever that place is
It's-
for everybody.
it's
And
all right.
to go back there and start fixing what broke you.
Stay aligned.
And that's why I was like, hey, I'll go back and fix this. You have to take full responsibility for everything that you do. Why be subservient? You must be
All right, one more.
the master of your own kingdom. That you can't just walk into
Good.
things with your eyes half open.
That's
You're
the set.
walking into things with your eyes
How it
open.
hurts my
You don't know what you're getting into.
Quads.
Okay, that's fine. Hold the handles. Keep going. 3 more.
Period in your day
Pain is part of it. It's supposed to hurt a little bit.
that there's a world out there trying to
Good.
tell you who you are.
1 more.
And there's a world in here that's trying to tell you who you are. Now, where do you want to put your eggs?
There you go.
Because the world outside is very noisy
All right.
and very tempting.
Back to quads. We're gonna go a little heavier. Slide your legs out.
So the world will try and tell you who you are.
Those 2 plates for quads was not enough.
And there's this ongoing.
We're gonna get you into squats right after this.
There needs to be a reconciliation between the two. But in the end,
You gotta start
have all the eggs in your
with it
basket.
a little further back.
Is not the one who points out how the strong man stumbled.
Oh, yeah.
Or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit goes to the man
There we
who's
go.
actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood.
Thank you, man. I asked that because I was in a stream and the streamer talked about a guy and I asked him why he don't ban him. And he said because he gives me money. And then I started to think about that.
At best, he knows in the end that triumph.
Yeah, some people are like that.
And at the worst, if he fails, at
Not
least
me.
he fails while
What happened?
carrying
But-
great, so that his place.
I don't
shall never
beg
be
people to
those
subscribe. I
cold
don't even think you are
and timid
subscribed.
souls who
But I
need
appreciate you and your company, bro.
feet.
You ever
The critics,
giving bad vibes
the bullshitters,
and you're always part of
all
the
videos talk.
Discord.
Listen to him.
A few more.
You'll
Come on.
see exactly and hear exactly
Can't get it all the way
what
up.
not to do.
That's all right.
You should be a monster.
Full contraction at the top.
You should
Squeeze.
be harmless,
Up.
virtuous. You shouldn't
Good.
be any harm. You should shield
Couple more.
instinct. You should
There we go. If you're not struggling, you're not working hard enough. There we go. Come on, last one.
Wrong. You should be a monster.
Yes.
And then you should
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Having the
It's time.
ability and understand you have the responsibility to keep your family safe. It is absolutely essential in
I
in
am
providing.
excited to see this.
I think having a healthy relationship with violence, having an understanding of it. I think teaching your kids to have a relationship with violence where
Get violent!
They're not.
We're gonna hit the bag too.
Shame.
All right, you gotta face this way.
Understand some sort of.
It's that way. Yep.
They can touch.
And now wait, let me make sure the bar's right for you.
You have to
We
be
need to put it up
comfortable
one more. Yep.
with
Let me raise
who
it one.
you are and your masculinity. You've got this testosterone that's rolling through you. You're competitive.
I just guessed.
You're ambitious.
Mine is 31. Yours is 29. But I'm sure you're gonna be coming right back up with me here in the next few years.
Who wasn't mean.
Okay.
Wasn't pushing people around.
First,
Who's
I want you to
decent,
not get in there. Hold on.
What?
First, I want you to stand right
Your
outside of it.
aggression,
Hold
your
these
assertiveness, your
and just do
testosterone.
body weight ones.
It's a good thing.
I want to
Okay.
see where these straps, I need to raise them up a little bit, and I want to see your form without me having to say anything.
Assert yourself and motivate yourself. It has to be
Take a step
challenging,
forward
it
a
has
little
to be
bit,
disciplined.
right up to your chest to that, yep.
But you have to see, we were talking
Now, I want you to
about
look down at your
our
feet and tell me what's wrong.
things and how you reframe it.
Look at your feet.
You have to
This one is too
see
far up. You have to make
who you
sure
are,
they're
see
perfectly
the virtue
aligned
in it,
and
see the
perfectly
power
angled
in
out.
that.
That's
And
better.
it's a cultural
Good.
problem
Down.
because men are very confused.
Right there.
I didn't have
Good.
that confusion when I was growing up.
Good. 5 more
so
like
now
that.
It's very difficult because you're being told that all these
Now I want you
things
to
that
control your
feel
breathing. When you
natural
come down, go,
are negative.
and then
They're
out.
only negative if you can't control them.
Inhale.
So self-control
And exhale.
is a very
Inhale.
masculine quality.
And
You're
exhale.
able to control yourself. You're
Inhale.
able to control your passions. You're able to
And exhale.
not
Now go
talk
down
too much,
slower
you
here.
don't need to
Control
talk
it,
too
control
much.
it, control it,
I'm not
control it.
saying
Feel all the muscle
that
fibers
women
working.
don't
Don't let your
have,
knees buckle in.
that
Keep
the
your knees
opposite
buckled
is
out. Good.
wrong. So these
And
are
up.
things that men naturally have because of
There
their
we go. 2 more.
biology. And I'm sorry, I do believe in these things. But they're good.
And last one.
They're just how you use them that can be bad.
You really
There we
can
go.
solve a lot of male problems by getting
All right.
in shape and making money.
My
You still
knees
have
hurt
problems.
for some reason.
They're just smaller. And you have more resources to handle them.
Oh, where are
The world
just my
is there for
manners?
the
What's up,
taking
Levi?
for
Nice to
anyone
meet you.
who
What's
can
up?
learn from their mistakes, do what they say they were going
He
to
says,
do,
what's up?
and stick with it, even if it's not sexy. What used to
I'm
make
gonna
a man
raise this up
acceptable
a tiny bit.
now makes you extraordinary. The bar for winning has never been so low.
Most
Okay.
people are overweight, they're distracted.
Just the bar.
they're poor,
This is
they have so few
55
skills
pounds though, so
Okay.
let me give you a
never
pad.
easier to
Couple pads,
start a
just
business,
'cause
to make money,
to get in shape.
This bar is
It just
weird on your
also never been
shoulders.
easier to do nothing. And so, in a world
All right,
where
hop in.
It's never been easier to do nothing. Doing something becomes extraordinary.
Don't let your back arch.
Idea of the
Make sure your feet are aligned first.
Because
Well, I can't really.
it
Are
literally
they
is like
aligned?
taking
They're
a
good,
leap.
they're good.
If you see this version of the world where you go,
Step forward one.
I can impact my outcomes.
Good.
I can learn a thing.
All right.
apply
Try to
a
drop
thing,
your butt down a
and
little
then
bit more
I
on this
change
one.
As a byproduct of doing that.
Make
As
sure
soon as you
your
take those steps,
alignment,
realize
your pressure is
almost all of the people
displaced
around you
evenly
who
upon
have
both
parts of their
feet.
life
So don't
that they're not happy
put your
about.
weight on your heels and don't put your weight just on your toes.
Okay.
Displace
Now,
your weight properly throughout your whole foot. Good.
Ignorant choice because they haven't
Balance
taken
that
the
bar.
step.
Good.
And
6
then
more.
go, oh, that means that all of the things I don't like about me and I don't like
Good.
about my life are my responsibility.
5 more.
Because I can change it.
I was growing up with sports and stuff. My dad was
Good.
peak athlete. And I was always
4 more.
playing sports since I was 2 years old. I remember,
Here we go.
Stuff,
3.
before the match and stuff, you come and talk to me and stuff. You ready? You ready? You know,
Yep.
it's like a state championship
2.
or something, you know, everything's right, you know, and everything else. And he's like, how you feel? How you feel?
Up.
I'm like,
Yes.
nervous, a little nervous. And he just fucking chewed me out. So, you nervous for me?
1 more.
Because I don't know, I was nervous.
Awesome, awesome, awesome set, bud.
I don't know, man. I'm nervous.
I'll take these.
What are you nervous for? I'm nervous. You
Good work.
There you go.
My knees hurt for some reason.
Because you haven't squatted ever.
I'm nervous right now. You shut up.
They're gonna hurt a little bit.
You listen.
But you're gonna be fine, I promise. 10 pounds.
Show it all off.
This is
Like, what are you talking about? He goes hours and hours.
76 pounds.
On that mat wrestling.
I'm gonna clip it up.
In the weight rooms, lifting, running, training. And you get to all those hours, put them all together, and explode them on the
This is Greg Plitt.
on the other side of the mat tonight.
He passed away.
This is where you can show them all
Making a
off.
fitness video, got hit by a
It's time to be
train.
nervous. It's time to be excited.
While making a fitness video?
Time to be pumped up.
Yeah.
And you get to grab all
How would
that
he get hit by a
ability
train?
to
It's really
train
hard to
so
get like
hard.
kind of hit on
You need to
accident by a
show it.
I
train.
really don't know the whole story, but I know that's what happened, and it's
Because you
insane.
can put time
Wow.
in the
You can read
past
upon it
to make
later
the
if you
moment
want,
today,
but
the present.
it's sad. He inspired the shit out of me.
That's the only time you can be nervous right now. It's when you
Here,
didn't
throw
do
this
it.
on.
You
Yeah?
have an untrained ability.
I don't know if it'll fit you, but it might.
And you're nervous because you might
Put it to
fail,
the last loop.
because you didn't put the work in.
Okay, fellas.
Is that the last hole?
Yep.
It's
Not gonna really do much.
from the beginning, and it will always be hard.
This might
We don't
actually
need
be
to
better
lose
for you.
mental awareness.
It's gonna give you more
Lose
support.
mental health
'cause that's too
awareness,
loose.
is that what they call it? We need men's
Throw
health
this on
awareness.
instead. That's not gonna do shit.
Stop whining,
We
Mike.
gotta get you a smaller one.
You know, I
Or...
know things are hard for somebody. I know things are extremely
Alright.
difficult for somebody. Things have been hard for me.
You Velcro that on.
I'm not
Tight.
gonna do that.
Now pull that side off.
What?
Right there. Yep. Now take the other side that's hanging.
You don't
Yep.
look good, man.
Tighten that.
You look tired. You look sad. You look this. You look
And then
that.
tighten that around. Yep.
I go through life.
Now it's gonna give you the support you need.
Alright.
Alright, so I want you to get your feet up nice and close.
This microphone's bothering my neck.
You don't need it.
My family in the world.
I'm gonna put these back on you.
And I take the beatings so they don't have to. The difference is how do you look at it?
Check your feet first before you unrack.
How do you deal with it?
Yep.
How do you admit it and see it for what it is? You cry
Alright.
about it,
Ready?
you mope about it, you drink about it, you sleep around about
Oh,
it,
that's easy for you. Come
you
on.
get mad and get in fights about it, you just hang around,
2. Good.
just turn the world out, just zombie about it, you fry
3.
yourself with marijuana
Good.
about it.
No
Dude,
more.
man, I'm sad.
4. Good.
Dude, that's a part of life.
Life is not supposed
You
to
think
be
you're the
easy.
only man on this
5.
planet that's sad?
Good.
Say, Dwayne, I'm going through depression.
6.
Well,
Here we go,
welcome to
Levi.
the-
4 more.
Welcome to the rest of us. You think I don't go through depression?
4. Good. Control that weight.
Sad sometimes. You think I don't just feel wore out and falling down
3.
the bottom of my soul.
Stay with it. 2 more.
We all do. We all.
And last one. Take it slow.
That's what.
Pause at the bottom for a second. End up.
That's what makes
Good set.
different.
Oh yeah. You're a freaking natural. He's a natural.
And what's funny about it is that as you're trying to fix yourself and dig yourself out of this deep hole that life, society.
Dude, I'm so sick. It feels like my nose will explode soon. I'm sorry to hear that. My nephew's just getting over a sickness as well, and my sister, my mom. Faithfully, I'm not gonna get it.
In the same situation that you're in life.
I think you could use your friend for. What does that say? For curl?
Those people are in
I don't know what that means. That's his nephew.
Oh no, get no. Come on back here, my.
Sorry, I didn't know.
You ain't gonna make me feel like shit, right? You getting out of this hole.
Do you think you are?
Okay.
I get that all the time now. People would constantly remind me of who I used to be back in the day.
We're gonna do
And they always come out of the woodworks,
one more
man.
set.
You know what?
My knees
When
hurt
you come from a small town,
for some reason.
and you come from a place that
You want to stick with this weight?
don't want to come out of it and
Or do you want to go up a tiny bit?
and all you want to do is become
10s or
somebody.
5s?
When you have
Fives.
small town
Okay.
mentality is a real mentality. You've got to be able to get out and let your mind see open-mindedness. Because a small town, what it does to you is it closes your mind.
No.
Completely closes your mind. Not everybody.
All you gotta
everybody, a lot
do,
of people.
your knees are inevitably gonna hurt a little bit. I'll get you some knee sleeves too, that'll help. But these are gonna help you afterward too. Just do some of these stretches.
It comes from people not being out and seeing other things, seeing other people, seeing all kind of shit. But that's why we judge so harshly. Because our minds are so close to the reality.
All right, that other 5
If you're fat,
right over here.
period. Unacceptable, especially as a man. You don't get the privilege of having someone take care of you. Like I always say, men live in a fact-based reality, which means performance is on you, okay? So the easiest way to give yourself a one-up is fitness. Because let me tell you guys something. No one can give it to you.
I could rip off my nose, he said.
Okay? And when
I don't think that would help, apparently,
it
though.
creates this foundation of confidence
I
that
think
I can't even explain.
time,
You're gonna walk,
maybe
you're gonna
some
move,
vitamin
you're gonna
C,
talk,
immune
you're gonna be
support
able to convey
pills,
this certain sense of confidence that
a
can't
hot
be
shower,
Elderberry gummies
Because-
help me.
elderberry
When you work on
gummies,
yourself,
he said.
When you went to the gym, you put 225 on your back and
I
you
mean,
go,
if you're really stuffed up
10,
and having
20 reps,
problems,
acid
you can
grass,
get like the
not stopping, or
Navage
you felt that lack of
nasal
acid
rinse
burn of
system.
doing curls until you can no longer
But
breathe.
ripping
You
off
know,
your
you know,
nose,
trying to
I know you're being
fix your body,
sarcastic.
You know,
But there
you're
are
doing legs
things
down
that you
on
can
those.
do to help.
But in general, when you're going through
All right,
putting
Levi.
yourself through that pain,
Let's see if we can get 10.
you are not going to tolerate bullshit from some 21-year-old bimbo at a club, bro.
Watch your
You will
feet
not.
first.
The more
Pull
you
them
work
up.
on yourself, the more you increase your level of not give a fuck to.
Good.
All of us are men.
Don't let
here,
that
right?
bark
What is the
bar
process of
or your
being,
lower back
you know,
arch.
Get a job, make money, become successful.
Keep your knees
work
flared
hard,
out.
and you'll get something back on
There we
that,
go.
on that
1,
return on investment, right? That you'll get an ROI on your hard work.
2,
That applies to
Good.
everything in life for men. The gym, working, putting more hours in, etc.
3. Balance
You
that bar.
have to earn your abundance mindset by working on yourself and knowing
4.
that you are worthy of something. So my secret is this, guys. I use
5. Good.
people
That's
that
all right.
hate or people
Stay
that
with
might
it.
have turned me down in the past.
Try to use your
or
legs more than your
people that
hands
wrote
to
me off
come
or
up.
whatever it is.
You're just
I get this
supporting with your
burning
hands.
Desire to make them look stupid with success.
Push up with those glutes
It's
and
like a
hams,
ridiculous-
quads.
I can't explain it. It's like
Good.
almost it's a hatred of that
Is that
person
6?
to a degree where I take that hatred
7.
and funnel it into energy.
Slow it
to
down. Here we go.
in and become
Home
even more
stretch.
Successful. You know, there's some content creators out there that might have said some things about us. Some content
8.
creators that might have wrote us off. People that said, "Oh, you guys are never gonna make it. Your boy fresh stutters. You're skinny. You don't even lift.
9.
Losers out of Miami. You guys are simps. Bada and ba, right?" I
And
said, cool, bet. I'm gonna take this money that we make, every
Good
dollar,
set.
I'm gonna invest in
Awesome
make sure
work.
we get better cameras. I'm gonna get an audio.
You're good.
engineer. I'm gonna get Chris better equipment so that he can switch the cameras. I'm gonna get better
Don't leave me hanging.
wires for the microphone so the microphones sound better. I'm gonna make sure that the lighting is good. You know, we're gonna make the studio lit to the point where when we tell a guest they come on the show, they're like,
Little
"Yeah,
bit of
you guys are
both.
professional," and they're gonna want to come.
He actually today said,
6, 7 o'clock in the morning,
can I come
sometimes
over? Maybe we can
rewiring
train.
everything, making the studio look as aesthetic
And
as
I
possible. talking to
was
chicks,
all for
hey,
it.
we need you to come on the show, whatever it may be, because we used to source all our girls in the beginning, guys. It was a
We're thinking about watching the new Squid Games
Thank
later.
God we were able to outsource that.
That's gonna be awesome.
I want to watch it with you really bad tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All that was to literally take my
All right.
opponent. I know this is gonna be.
Now,
I'm gonna say it anyway, just so you guys kind of know what's.
I want you to try.
Take my opponent, push their face into the ground, and put my boot over it like that. And I know
Just do body
that
weight.
if I work hard as hell,
Body weight
that
lunges. I'm gonna
make sure
put a
that
pad down
boot
first,
is so
and I'm gonna have you do some body weight lunges.
That's how bad.
Let me just find a yoga mat right here.
Oh, you wrote me off? Cool. I ain't gonna forget that shit. I'll make sure I surpass you.
I'll show you how to do it first, and sure you know what it is, but it's still good to see.
To go to the gym and everything else like
So you're gonna
that.
stand right in
That's why
front of the
gym's
yoga
so
mat.
good. I go to the gym right before this show, guys. Well, this speech.
You're gonna have your feet together here for the starting position,
You know what I'm saying? All that crazy rap shit.
and
right?
start with whatever leg you want.
I was like,
You're gonna
this
step
is
back,
and then I was able to like take
and
that,
come down like
that
this.
motivation, translate
Touching
all
your
my
knee to the
speech
ground,
into everything else I do.
and coming up. I want you to do a couple pulsating though. So you're not gonna pull your foot forward. You're just gonna come down,
When you get that discipline to go to the gym,
come
to eat
up,
correctly, to sleep enough, right?
come down,
to drink enough water,
come
to
up,
stay from alcohol, to not
come
do
down,
drugs, to not do all the stupid shit that
come
all
up.
these losers in
Maybe
Vegas
just
do,
do
right?
3 like
Now,
that. Then we're gonna
right?
switch legs.
When you have all that in place,
Down,
fitness, it's very easy to
up,
translate that
down,
into
up,
business, over into
down, up.
networking, over into dealing with girls, over into whatever endeavor you want. Because the fundamental requirements of being successful in the gym
There we go.
are easily translatable
2,
over to other endeavors.
3. Give me 5
Champion
actually.
become when you can handle all this
4
pressure and you can take all
and
this
5.
pressure and
All right, switch legs.
send it from to the right way.
1,
You know, you can use this pressure.
2,
This is between big difference between
3,
fighters, just fighters and
4,
champions. But I have handled
and
this,
5.
and,
Again.
I control this, and I use this pressure for my success.
1,
And
2,
a lot of guys, when they go to the octagon, and
3,
they have all this pressure, like when they know, like
4,
millions of people around the world,
and
watching
5.
the
Good.
watching,
Other leg.
they cannot control themselves,
1,
But when you have this,
2,
feeling
3,
like you can control and use
4,
this pressure,
and 5. Good. All right.
you're gonna win.
Yeah, you're supposed to sweat. That's what that's for, and it gives you support. Yeah. I want you to wear it though for one more set with the bar.
When that happens to you, you're all up. Your goals, your ambitions, everything's out
Catch your breath.
the window. In life, we all go through different things. Sometimes your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. Guess what? Get the fuck over it.
Get over
No
it.
longer wants you. Maybe you failed a test in school. You worked your ass off. Guess what? You failed the test. Get over it. Move past it. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. At work, you've been working your ass off for that new promotion. You don't get it. Someone else does. Maybe they kiss better ass than you do. Guess what? Get over it. Life will hijack your mind if you let it. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person.
Amen.
You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours.
Amen.
You have to stay hard.
Stay hard.
Going on a road trip when my kids were little. And they would be asking, how much longer? How much longer? Because they're sick of being in the car and they want to know how much longer we got to keep driving for. Well, as people get a little bit older, that question has a different meaning.
55 pounds
How much longer?
lunges
How much longer?
with the safety bar.
Well, the answer is, I don't
This
know
side.
how much longer we've got. But I'm not going to complain.
Take these off.
I'm going to take advantage of it. It's Monday. Don't know how much longer
And
we got.
then
Go get some
this side
Like
tight.
you cannot miss even like this very, very small things. Like some people go and try
And then
they're
that
tired for
side
now,
first.
But you have to understand somewhere around the world, maybe in like
Yep.
different parts of the world,
Yep.
someone gonna
Straighten
try
it out. Yep.
to meet with you after a couple of years, and he follows
All right.
same goal like you.
This one's gonna feel a little different. You gotta balance the bar a lot more. Step in front of the pad with both feet
That's
first.
why you have to stay focused every single moment.
All right, you're gonna get under it.
Oh, leave this alone.
You're gonna unrack it, stand straight with it. You're gonna slowly put one foot back and do the same thing.
Past has taught me who I am.
Yep.
To be able to evaluate the situation.
There you go.
And apply what I've learned.
Hurts my neck.
To make the next.
I didn't put the pads on you. Just toughen it up. Toughen it out.
It's based on morality, integrity. Never.
All right, now I want you to give me 2 with this leg.
Never
Like pulsate, back, up, and back. So don't go forward. Just go up, and then again. Good. Now forward, and do the same thing with the left.
Because in Vegas, I can't pick up dice called character.
1 and 2. Pull your foot forward. Now give me 3 each.
Don't get it twisted. It's not about flipping
1.
tires. I'm in Las Vegas right now and it's hot as
2.
shit. It's not about any of that.
Balance.
But what it is about
3. Good. Other leg.
A lot of us give total control to
Doing great.
life.
1,
We don't have any control of it. We just give all control to life.
2,
I do this shit every morning.
and 3. Last one.
Prepare my mind
4
for what life's
each.
gonna throw
You
at
got this.
me. A healthy body. gives you
Nice
a
and
healthy
tight.
mind.
1,
That's what it's about. So if
2.
you're in the battle,
Stay strong. Strong mind, strong body. That's 3.
the right gear,
Strong mind, strong body, Levi. Good. Other leg.
But what we do wrong,
Finish strong
we
here.
think in our mind.
You hear him?
Think in your mind.
Same
Take
thing.
control of that.
Take control of your mind.
Get out
2.
in the real world, and they pick you up.
Yeah.
You got protection.
So in
Awesome work.
training, they have
Awesome
something
job.
called a training timeout.
Pull it over here a little bit. There you go.
It's not even the bar that hurt me.
If
It's
you're going
the
through some kind of an
it's the
evolution,
bar.
Oh yeah, you meant it's not the
It's not the
your
weight.
legs. It's the stupid
I
bar.
know. It hurt.
That's why we use these pads, because
It hurt the whole time.
training timeout.
this padding sucks the way it's built.
Situation.
I'm not shitting on Rogue. Rogue is a great company, but
It's a good
their
thing to
safety
have
bar
training.
set up
I
here,
get it. But
yeah.
in combat, there's no training timeout.
Those pads do a
In life,
great
there's
job,
no
though.
Training timeout. You can't raise your hand
All right.
and stop the clock. Doesn't happen.
You want to do some calves?
Recommend
Sure.
We're gonna have to drop the weight a little bit here.
Switch when you face something that is overwhelming or challenging. You flip that
You want this
switch.
back?
That's it.
You can hook it like here even, so it's not hitting your neck.
Go get some. Out.
How do you know you're on the right path? For the small things mean as much as a big thing.
Oh wait, I know what I want you to do first.
Those last couple reps mean as much to you as looking at me and flexing or winning the competition. Because you know those small things add up to that.
Yep.
And if you half-ass it here, you can't expect anything but the half-ass fucking accomplishment later.
Operations community, these are healthy, great men.
All right.
Love their wives.
Right here.
Love their children.
I want you to
love
grab this
America,
50.
and
These
the
pants are
warrior
fucking tight as shit.
society, the warrior
You're gonna have a
culture.
wide stance. You can actually angle your toes out a little more with this one. We're gonna be working different muscles in the leg.
They
You're gonna come down,
They are very good at.
and you're gonna do what's called the goblet squat with a kettlebell.
Like a good man isn't a useless man.
Just like
A
this.
good man is one that is capable and strong and powerful, but knows how to control it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't agree more. And when you look at these
You got
young,
it.
broken men,
A little bit wider.
you see the same.
Wider, wider, wider. I want you to hit your chin up and make sure there's no arch. You have to drop your ass.
Shape them as men.
Knees flared out and come up. Don't jerk it as much. Try to get your muscles activated before you yank with your arms. Don't let those knees buckle in. Keep those knees buckled out. Now come up slow, 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 slow. Yes. Way better.
And the men there have been
Knees out, knees out, knees out, knees out. You're gonna feel it in your butt. Keep that knee out. Keep that knee out. Good.
For a generation, and they have been.
There we go.
Relentlessly for the past 20 years. And the young
Good.
men,
5 more.
You can walk down the streets of Kyiv, Mariupol, Dnipro, and there is not a fat human in sight.
3 more.
You know, there is not a complete, just a
There it is.
complacent human anywhere to be seen. every single person there.
Bring your feet in.
Has been hardened, not just in body, but also in mind.
Okay, good.
And then I flew from there to Amsterdam, direct back to LA, or back to Austin.
Couple more.
Which is cool that we have a direct to
Oh, yeah.
Amsterdam now.
Now you're working.
And at the moment the plane lands,
Now you're
I get
feeling
off,
it.
I take 5 steps.
If you're
out
not feeling a burn,
the
you're not working
gate.
hard enough. It's supposed to burn.
I'm back in America. It's just like
Yes. If you're not making some weird facial expressions, if you're not showing a little struggle in the face, there we go.
Like doing
Good work.
deadlifts and cleans this morning. Maybe I did not.
All right.
Did I feel
Do
like
just a
doing
machine
deadlifts and
set.
cleans
The machine
was all I
is
was doing?
60 pounds.
No, I did not. Am I glad I did deadlifts and cleans? Hell yes, I am. You're not always gonna feel like doing what you're supposed to do. Have a good Monday, y'all. Go get some out.
I can't like
Thank you, Panelito.
pick it up.
Can't what? Raise it?
Yeah.
You gotta put it down first, then do it. Slide that out of the way. Good. Shoulders up, try not to arch the back. Yep. Oh yeah. What
You know what I'm sick and tired of, Harry?
if you can?
I'm sick and tired of having to eke my way through life. Sick and tired of being a nobody.
If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you can do this.
My knees
Then
hurt
follow that
when I'm
voice.
doing this.
Life isn't fair. We have to understand that.
Couple more.
It shouldn't be fair. It's a trial ground, it's a testing ground. It's built to make us harder. It's built to make us as strong as we can, to test us, to drive us. So, mentality is the only thing that gets us through life.
You can rack it.
I was an underdog. We
Oh my gosh, my
underdogs
calves.
in life. Even the baddest person in the world should think that way. So you should always have, I've never
You know where that
mentality.
that pink
Doesn't matter where you
15
come
one?
from,
Oh, here we
or
go.
wherever you think you're from,
I guess it's 10.
nothing should be able to hurt you. If you believe that, it starts to become true.
Why would you not?
All right, come back over here
Why would
first.
you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
This is hamstring Romanian deadlift. So instead of coming like this, you're gonna go like this. But you're not gonna do this. See the difference?
I can pull off a miracle.
Keep your back
What if I can
straight.
become someone that no one thinks I can be?
Come up and squeeze.
They back away from adversity. But if
You
to
want
see
your
if you're a
butt to
brave
flare
person,
out. That's gonna stretch out
when
the
things
whole
go completely to pieces,
hamstring
when
and
things
lower
go worse,
glute.
When your very best deal falls apart and your rent is late and you're tired
There it
and
is.
you're sick and everybody's mad
All
at
the
you
way
and
up
your
on
car
this
doesn't
next
work,
one.
Then it's the person that picks
All the way up and
himself
squeeze. Squeeze your butt. Boom.
is going to stop me.
Good.
Don't doubt your own ability.
A little less bend in the knee here if you can.
Deal with the enemy of doubt.
So
I'm asking you, don't
like that, you'll feel it stretching. Feel it stretching back here? Yep.
Yes, it's
Good.
easy to doubt that it can happen. It's easy to doubt. We've all got
Squeeze.
fears that want to
Good.
crowd in. You can go through those strenuous times.
You can have a slight bend in the knee, but don't put it. Don't do too much of a
In
bend.
the world that you can develop, to develop the quality of being unstoppable.
There you go. There you go.
Develop the quality of being unstoppable.
Romanian
Saying to
deadlifts,
yourself that no matter
kettlebells.
what life throws at me, it'll never stop me. No matter how rough it gets, I will never quit, and nothing will ever stop me.
10
Make
more.
the decision that you can be tired, you can be worn out, but nothing is ever going to stop you.
But once you figure out your brain, you become unstoppable.
Lock into it.
To almost anything.
Here's the deal.
8.
Many of you guys
Why don't you close your eyes for these last 7?
what's going on with other people.
Feel the
Yeah, I
muscles
understand it
working.
can make you jealous, and yeah,
7.
I understand it can piss you off, and yeah, I can understand that it ain't fair, but guess what? Life is
6. Deep breath in.
not fair.
One big thing is you have to learn how to fail. Because I'll
Good.
explain this to you. I had big dreams. A lot of us have big dreams.
There we go.
And when you
4
have
more.
goals that are maybe outside your reach, you have to know that getting to that goal.
Good job.
You have a lot of bad days.
3.
A lot of setbacks.
Like I told you guys, I've lost in kickboxing, I've lost in boxing.
Good.
I've lost in life.
2.
I've lost in love. I've lost in family. Like.
And 1 more.
You don't just win all the time. It's wins and losses. So you just.
Yes.
You roll with the punches.
Go back to the gym. Work. Because you have
I
one
followed
show.
your advices. I took a vitamin
Life
tablet.
continue. You cannot live it in the past.
Awesome.
I'm really
Glad to hear, Panelita. I hope it helps.
By the years that listen, because pain.
The God has spoken. I almost said gods again. I'm getting very careful with my choice of words. He says, back extensions.
It's not true. Feelings don't require actions. Things aren't good or bad, they just are.
This is gonna
The greatest enemy is ignorance.
be fantastic.
Change our surroundings. Our actions
We're gonna
not
do
our
it
pasts define who
from
we
this angle though, to start.
Victims see their past as their fate.
I see it as my origin story.
Champions see
Remember,
their
this one
past
hurt my
as their
quads.
origin story. And so a lot of people are living through their origin story right now, or they're living through the very reason that they'll never be successful, but it could be the exact same situation.
Hop in.
And the
Put your
only
foot in
difference
sideways
between
and then
you
turn it,
character
yeah.
is the actions they
Stop
choose
thinking
to
about sore quads and shit.
Yeah.
It's a pad, it's not gonna hurt, yeah. Now bend down.
Only opportunities, and there's no problems, only solutions.
Alright, come back up.
So to me, what failure
And
is, failure
squeeze.
is the mother of all success.
Good.
If it wasn't for Michael Jordan getting cut,
Try to come down a little bit further this one.
Michael Jordan. Once you change,
Further, 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 further. Now, this time,
you can attack.
don't arch your back. Come up like that and squeeze your butt.
You fight a lot of people.
Squeeze your butt and hamstrings.
Because you know exactly who you
Feel
are.
the difference? Feel it in your leg? Right there. You don't have to come all the way up.
Ow.
Down slow.
Forget the thief in the alley that's after your purse.
2 more.
What about the thief in your mind that's after your promise? If there isn't
There you
anything
go.
you can't walk away from,
Last
if there
one.
isn't any challenge you can't overcome, I want you to have that kind of belief in yourself.
Sometimes bad things, horrible things
Good work.
happen to good people.
I was part of it.
Yeah.
I was part of it. Alright. This time.
If you're having one of those dark days, it's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's okay to feel
Boom.
darkness.
This is called a reverse hyper.
Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than you are. This is real, dude. This is real. You have to envision something
Look at
that
that.
is more powerful
Yep.
than you.
Try to flare your legs out a little bit this time. On the way up.
And usually you want to put
Yeah, feel the difference?
Yeah.
All the way down if you can. Drag your feet forward. You want to get that full stretch. There you go. Come up slow and up, 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 up. Squeeze. Good.
I can't.
There you go.
You know what's crazy? You know you could be the one if you really wanted to, right?
Good stretch. Up.
You see, you keep playing the what if game. What if it don't work
There we
out?
go, Levi.
What if it do? What if it do work out? Then what?
It almost looked like handstand, Toledo says.
And you're scared to lose. What sense does that make? If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? The only thing that's gonna cause you to lose is your mentality.
Amen.
That's between you and you, though.
Here we go. 5 more.
Possibilities that I can do this.
You can do this.
Shut your mind down to the possibility that it can be achieved. It
5.
never happened. So that's why my eyes and my body line up about things, because I know that
4.
if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking.
3.
The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul whatever in front of you.
2.
That's what I realized. I was never breaking the soul of anything in front of me. So that's why I came with the thing called
And
Breaking
1.
the Souls in my book.
That's what I'm talking about.
Find ways to break the soul of a human being, of an
Oh, yeah.
object, of whatever's in front of you. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything.
Want to give me a pull-up
That is
set?
relentless.
Okay, something
Arms
bad
up.
happens.
You can use
How
the
much will it
band.
affect my behavior? Well, the person who's indestructible would have something terrible happen, and then nothing.
That's
will
going to
change.
take off 50 pounds.
Manage their emotions.
No,
I think, yeah.
I'm not 50.
The more,
No, that's
at
gonna
least
take
for me,
off
the more
50
I've tried
pounds
to
from what
create
you
space
weigh.
between
So if you
how I
weigh
feel
what,
and what I do,
Oh, 110.
110, you're only pulling 60 pounds now. Get
I'm
that under your knee. Don't let it
or
slap you in the
I'm
face.
tired, or things like that. The more times I give into that
Jump
excuse
up. I can
or
get you a
that
platform
feeling,
if you need it.
then the more superstitious I become.
I'll bring this
about
over.
doing it in the future. Whereas a lot of times if I can just start.
Try to give me a little bit wide grip. Yep.
Is painful, and then still execute about the same as before. The more times you do what is required to get what you want.
Here we go.
What you want.
I had to stop thinking normal. I had
Good,
to stop
Levi.
thinking normal.
Couple
I
more.
can no longer be a common man.
Push
walking
these
around
out.
doing common
Even if you
things.
can't get your chin to the bar. Come on.
Who's supposed to?
Lats, wings, wings. One more.
No.
There we go.
So someone.
All right, grab that. Oh.
And took your money.
I've seen this band smack so many people in the face. I don't want to see it happen again. The band will help you to come up later. Yep.
High enough to be able to bring you back down.
All right.
Or to be there again.
Same thing.
Wake up tomorrow.
Take like 20 seconds to a minute and reverse grip. This is going to be more of your rhomboids, but you're also going to be putting a lot more activation
It doesn't matter
in
how
the
much you've
bicep.
gone before.
So chin up. This is the difference
Now
between a
run.
chin up and a pull up.
Until you win again. And again. And again.
If you can get that chin, try to get the chin up to the bar.
Nothing is enough. No one understands. And you never wanted to stop.
Hands other way.
Oh, yeah.
Look, kid, bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right?
That's good.
When the world turns its back on you, you
Hey,
turn your
it's Timon.
back on the world.
All perfect, Levi. I think this is gonna help you grow your biceps more than curls right now. He's been saying he's feeling come on. He's been feeling the bicep curls in his forearms more than his biceps. So
You have to do what you have to do to be successful.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Come on.
The choices and decisions.
Get up there, get up there, get up there. That's what I'm talking about. Good set. Good set. I got it.
Oh.
I'm asking you, whatever threatens you,
That
threaten
hurt.
it back. Whatever
It hurts
pushes
so
against
good.
you, push it back.
Mindset.
Whatever wants to overwhelm you like a
Pain
monster,
is temporary.
take control.
There's
and do battle
I don't know how you put your cup.
wherever you find it.
I think a hopeful message that anyone
I mean, you can just grab another one.
who's in that hard
If
period
you
or in
want.
that start
It
period
might be
is
on the
that
table there. No.
it won't get harder. Like, this is the hardest part. And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the things that you're dragging you in that slide are getting bigger, they are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you.
Oh, here it
You
is.
have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you. In the beginning, it's just you with a stick against a bear.
Except when I've been losing 106 pounds in 3 months.
Strong
First
pull
2
up.
months, or first 2 weeks.
Training.
It's like I was gaining
Good
weight.
morning, country.
I was
Good
losing
night.
pound, gain 2. So I was just failing,
Blessings,
kept
mate.
Failing, and kept failing, and kept failing. So I was teaching myself how to feel about it. What that means is, when I fail,
Good work, Levi.
spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast. Because my goal was, to be a Navy SEAL. I don't have time to stay here and feel bad for myself for weeks.
I'm gonna do
months,
some.
years, because I'll lose that time. So the big thing is know that if you have big goals and big dreams, along the way failure is going to happen. So how fast do you get up from that? And you gotta teach yourself that.
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life, rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
Running 6 miles 5 days a week, and that was my goal. And so I just kept. I failed, I go back to scratch. I used some positive motivation. I had like one day where I was like, been defeated. But I started realizing this is part of the process. This is part of the journey. I had to realize this is part of my process. like I used to. I'm just not good enough. If I'm not good enough, we always say that. I'm just not good enough, and then we try something else. I'm gonna make myself good enough.
There's human beings.
Yeah, he's just getting into it.
Different temperament and different minds. And
he's doing awesome though.
And a ruthless competitive drive that's almost terrifying to the ordinary person. But that guy, if we were living 1,000 years ago, he would be on a horse with the biggest battle axe, waiting in the back, hacking heads off, and everybody would be running. And those people have always existed. These dominators have always existed.
The world belongs to optimists. Because
that would be me. Spartans.
Otherwise, it never will.
That Sean Puri thing. The cynics get to be right and the optimists get to be rich.
Yeah. Like, if you look at it from a percentage of success rate, I've been wrong more times than I've been right. I've failed more times than I've succeeded. But you always succeed more and are right more in the big ways than the people who've been right all along and are wrong 99% right and 100% wrong. So like they're right 99% of the time, but they're wrong 100% because the only thing that matters is the big one at the end. This won't last. Or like this business idea, it's not going to work. And you might have 9 failures. I think my first 9 businesses didn't really amount to anything. 9. I'm just painting this picture because like it's painful as because the whole time everyone is telling you I told you so, and they were right. Today. But not forever.
You know the war that you have to really fight is the war against yourself. You have to fight a war against yourself. Now it's not easy to look in the mirror and to change your own life. It's hard as hell. You have to take responsibility. You have to learn new things. You have to feel uncomfortable. Good. Because discomfort is how we grow. That's how we become strong. If you run away from discomfort and resistance your whole life, you will always be weak.
After watching that film, I come to understand if I could work that hard every day, with being blessed with the physical tools that I have, what would my career be? And I made a promise to myself from that day that I was going to work that hard every single day.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. I'm not a better Christian than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that.
I want to get him a pair of knee sleeves tomorrow. Maybe even order a pair tonight. Just don't know what size he'd wear. Probably medium, maybe small.
Your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and 10th. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Because when you're going to try to do something, not trying is failure. That's not some after school special. But when you're able to go out there is no failure. It's attempts. Because when you're trying to do something that's bigger than you, whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're paralyzed, trying to walk one step, and you didn't fail enough. That's your first attempt. If that's your biggest thing, that's how your mindset needs to go into everything. So I don't look at it as failure is a big word that gets people down. We give so much power to words. I don't. I take the power right away. I didn't feel shit.
Successful people see opportunity in every failure. Normal people see failure in every opportunity. Both are right. Only one gets rich.
I like to see people do well. I've been around a while. I know what it takes to do what you do. And I know that things don't just happen. It's not just luck that you have. You have to create that luck. You have to will it into existence. And I want you to know that I am always rooting for you. I'm rooting for all of you. The better you do in life and in your work, the better every studio does.
You can have some of those if you want.
The better we all do.
So you can have some if you want. I think they're pumpkin pecans. There's barbecue ones out there too. Right on the big freezer they should be. Those should be cashews or something. You see them?
Never will do that. Never. Even if I
Oh, there's a couple more dill pickle ones too. I know you love them. Those are in my room. You can eat the rest of those if you want.
What do you do when you fail?
They're right on that tray there.
Other
See 'em?
than death, all failure is psychological. Other than death, all failure is psychological. Think about that. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail.
Who's that? Is that Gordon Ramsay?
But here's what we
It's
do.
Gordon Ramsay.
It's possible for us to get through the winter.
That's his name, I think.
About the passing of time.
Or no, it is
Takes
someone
you
else.
through
If you can
whatever you're
burp,
experiencing at the moment. That's
if
what time
you
will do.
can
Through the
burps, I follow you.
Make this little note. You can
No
get bigger,
thanks.
And you can get stronger, and you can get wise.
Speaking of handstand, can you actually do a
There's no
handstand?
winter that you can't
Because you look like that type of guy that can.
You can't figure out
I
how
think
to
I can,
survive.
but I'm not going to try right
There's
now.
no winter powerful enough that you cannot.
I have. I've been able to walk on my hands in the past.
Hang on. Make this note.
Can definitely do headstands.
Forever.
There's no comeback. True comeback. There has never gotten to a point where there's nothing.
I'm going to keep doing a couple more of these.
When there's no physical strength left.
You want to hit the bag a bit?
When there's no energy left.
You dropped one.
Speed left. When
Just make sure it ends up in the garbage or in your mouth, I guess. Okay. You're already sick, right?
they don't know how they're going to kick their fist up. They don't know how they're going to move their feet. They don't know how they're going to take another swing. They don't know if they're going to be able to get up when that next punch comes in that fight.
I think you should do more of these. I know you said ow, and I hate hearing ow, but it feels like ow at first because you're so stiff back here, because you're not working these muscles the way you should. You should be doing yoga and stretching out your lower back like this often. And then once you get loose, it becomes natural, and there's no ow. You're just contracting the muscles. You're stretching out all these fibers. Yeah. With this pad, I didn't have this pad on there. That's why. I think with this pad, it'll be a lot better for this movement.
No one else will be able to do this. Then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to try. And I think that is so much more motivating as a frame for the exact same circumstance.
I have 585 on my SAT. They give you 400 to put your name on paper. It's a true story.
Wow.
I guess ABACADA. I did abracadabra. True story. ABACADA.
Don't do that.
Because it was a class trip that saved day. I wanted to go great adventure. I was told.
Oh, what's his name? Kevin Hart. He put abracadabra on the whole test of multiple choice.
That's what I was told. At the moment, I said, damn, maybe I should have.
Because he didn't want to do it, or he didn't know the answers, so he just
When I saw all my friends
guessed.
scores back, and they were ecstatic. 800s, 900s, 960s.
Hey,
Everybody's
man.
going to college. I felt like the biggest
Thanks.
idiot in the world. The biggest idiot in the world. Because the same people that
Franlito
already
said, I
went
wish
to
I had
go
an
great
uncle like
adventure
you.
with, they'd taken the SAT the week before. They already got their work done. They did everything they were supposed to do, so that moment of fun was real fun for them. I was the only dumbass that didn't prioritize and take care of my shit. So I'm the only one going to community college. Everybody else off to Villanova, Temple University, Drexel University. I just got left behind. Why didn't y'all tell me that y'all did the week before? How do y'all tell me that we was serious about the college? Y'all didn't tell me y'all was trying to go to Temple or Drexel? Oh, wait. It's because my life isn't their life. They're focused on themselves. Wow.
Did you do this one at all?
No, I haven't.
I think you did that only. You should try this a little bit. This is going to work the outside of the quads and side glutes.
Should be taken serious from this point on. People don't want to see you better than them.
Hop in this for a couple more. Take it slow. That pad should help you a lot.
I'm missing the pad that hurt my quads in those last time. Yeah, that's what hurts.
Try to just bend your knees forward a little bit. Like, go down with your knees bent a little bit.
You only get stronger hiking by going up here.
Here, how about this?
Nobody gets stronger hiking by just going downhill.
Many times I haven't been able to run.
That is memory foam.
Multiple knee surgeries.
That
After every knee surgery, they say not to
will
run.
work a lot better.
And I'm fine with that. There's no running up here, bro. No.
Get that stretch.
This is what it's all about. That's what they've lost. Where you can't run. Give up. When
Down
you
slow. Get down further.
in your own doubt,
You gotta stretch out your back. You're tight as shit. I can see it. There you go.
very unstoppable.
When you feel that pressure inside of you and it's very heavy, like weather that's very, heavy and thick, you're motivated, you feel it. I've got to get up in the morning, I've got to do this, I've got to accomplish this. When that
Close your
pressure
eyes.
goes away, and you
Don't think about anything else other than the muscles you're working right now and stretching.
consequences for it. You'll just waste time, you'll waste years, you'll waste
Good.
months. You'll never accomplish anything. You give somebody a deadline, right? They'll accomplish
Oh,
in
deadlines?
2 months what it would take somebody 2 years to do.
You should see this. Some of the shit I've done when I've given myself a deadline.
What we do, I mean, we can be good. at
You
what
go
we do.
full tunnel vision
We can be
mode.
excellent, or we can
You
do it.
become obsessed
Everybody has a choice
with a
as to what
goal,
they wanna do and how they
with a
wanna do it.
passion,
But if you're gonna be excellent,
and you develop an utmost
you have to do special
persistence
things. You have
to
have
persevere
you have to have special
in spite of
focus,
any
you have to have,
obstacles,
special
in spite of any pain
passion,
or
doing
haters.
things at a high level and a high standard all
Couple
the
more.
time.
I'm gonna keep doing this one, and then we'll switch.
No matter what God-given ability that you have, that probably can make you good. But without the rest of it, I'm not sure you ever get excellent or elite.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Anything I've ever attempted, I was willing to fail.
You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed.
I'll tell you this, second place hurts, but it's better than saying, what if? It's better than not trying.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Failing is success. That's how you become successful. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried.
I love it when someone says, no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it.
Let's switch.
Attention to the people who say it can't be done.
Try that. If you need to drop it to 10, you can. Because it does have those 3 5s.
With your hands in the pocket.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is.
It's mindset.
He can't be the fastest because that's the chief. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks
No phones. Phones are a distraction during training. Unless you really need to switch a playlist or something. Should always
he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas,
put the phones away.
but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What is it that drives you
Keep
forward?
going.
What motivates you still?
Good.
My best words is
Try not to rest at the bottom so much. Like, right, go back right out right there. You're letting your muscles rest every time you let it stop. You want constant tension. Yeah. Ow is good. It needs to burn.
It's because, we all
Good.
have talents, but
Ow is a weak mentality.
it's nothing.
It's true. Of course, pain is inevitable. Danger is very real. But fear is a choice. And if we obsess and dwell upon the current pain, the current obstacles, we're never going to move forward. You got to understand the pain. You got to accept the pain. And train smart. Train wise. Don't sacrifice your form, or don't load on a ton of weight for your ego to get boosted to impress your friends. It doesn't matter what they think. If you trust the process and don't rush it,
On yourself.
you will grow. And you will thank me later.
Just try to be pampered.
And if you're trying to be soft, and if you're trying to be the victim of those, you're not going to go anywhere. We need to get stronger. We need to get ballsier. We need to get tougher.
We need to get ballsier and tougher. Fucking Arnold.
Go into the work. We got to face adversity. Adversity breeds character.
Oh, yes.
There's strength and fighting and resistance.
Raise it to 50.
It doesn't only make the muscle grow, but it makes also your head grow, makes you a stronger person. We have to be willing to go through hardship.
Yep.
Through suffering, through pain, through crying periods.
There you go.
All of that stuff. Don't shy away from it.
There we go. Now you're working. Let's go.
Someone prays for patience. You think God gives them patience?
I prayed for patience. He didn't just give me it. He gave me opportunities to become patient, to practice patience. And I'm passing God's test.
Now, fear is going to be a player in your life. You get to decide how much.
How much?
You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future. But all
Drop it back down and finish strong.
And the decisions we make in this moment, which are based on either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask.
Oh, yes.
I'm saying.
I'm proof. You can ask the universe for it. Amen.
You have to sacrifice.
Peolito says, no, I have to change it. I wish I had at least an uncle or an aunt, because my real uncles and aunts don't want anything to do with me and my family. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But
if you decide you want to be rich,
you can't allow that to be an excuse for you not to do what needs to be done, for you to persevere, for you to get stronger, for you to become wiser, for you to earn more income. It's no one's fault but our own. We have to take responsibility for where we are and where we want to be, each and every one of us. Of course, there's going to be inevitable hindrances, which is something that delays action, an unavoidable conflict, an injury that arises, a sickness. But how we hold and how we cope throughout those hard times is what matters most. If every single time you get a stuffy nose, you get into this depression and you want to mope around, eat junk food, lay around, and not work your body, not stretch your body, not earn income. Obviously not at 13, 14 years old. He's not going to be thinking about that. But one day, we all have to. We all have to take responsibility to keep getting up, to keep acting in spite of life's conflicts. Because we can't just mope around and seek sympathy from people and hold this self-pity. Because what is that? When your self-pity is, it's a victimized mindset. You see yourself as a victim, and then you just want people to save you. You want people to help you, but not everybody can or will. So you should consider yourselves blessed if you do have people that want to help you persevere and help you grow and feed you properly and respect you and treat you well, lift you up. Not everybody has that. So we got to give it to ourselves, most importantly. And don't let people convince you that it's selfish, narcissistic, wrong. You're so bad you should hate yourself. There's people like that think this way, and that it doesn't make sense. These are the same people that constantly want to escape their problems and play the blame game. Once we finally blame ourselves for where we are, that's when you start making real changes to move forward and change. for the better. Amen. Well, you want to do a little bit of arms and call it? That was very reassuring, I guess. Should I force him, chat? Should I get him pumped up and hit some arms with him quick? Yeah, we got to do it. Time to man up. This is the perfect speech. I built this shit.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick.
I don't lose. I win. I win. That's my job. That's what I do.
My philosophy is why be normal when you can be the best.
My mind is
Okay.
absolutely bulletproof.
We're gonna work side by side. I'll have you curl the 10s. I'm gonna curl.
You condemn me. You can damage me.
Some other ones right next to you. And then we'll do some tricep pull downs and call it.
Because I have a vision, I have my confidence.
I got 40s here.
People call it arrogant, I call it confidence.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brilliant. This is the most ruthless champion that ever been. There's no one can stop me. May God have mercy
All right.
on my enemies.
Good.
Because it's out of much. Better bless you. Better bless you. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
I love it when they tell me I'm gonna fail. You don't know me, son!
A lot of different emotions to heighten your sense of awareness and focus. Like, for me, anger was good. Anger was good.
Anger can be good,
The more I could
but you don't want to live there.
the more I wanted to love those guys.
Otherwise, they win.
Motivation comes and goes.
Who's they?
Whatever's in front of you.
The pessimists, the haters, the naysayers, the bullies.
I just really don't have.
Don't let them win.
I mean, for me, it's simply this is something that is important to get done, and we should just keep doing it or die trying.
Hello, Jewel.
It's not even like
Haven't been here for a while, but that speech was
I don't
touching.
feel optimism or pessimism.
Thank you. I pray all is well. I pray you had an amazing Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thinking to yourself, if I die, so be it.
I always believe in training hard. Real stupid, brutal hard. But when you're uncomfortable is when you grow. When you're in the gym and it hurts and you don't feel strong, that's when you grow. I mean, there are many times where I
All right, I want you to try 20s.
do I really
20? I
have what
remember
it
I did
takes.
this last time. I
I
couldn't
mean,
get it
I
out.
was
Well,
always wondering.
there's a new day. Today is a new day.
I actually my upper body was feeling weak, so if I can't get it up.
If you can't get it up, you can't get it up. But if you don't try,
You're not gonna beat me.
you'll never know.
You meant that, man. I swear to God on my life.
Try not to swing too much, but if you need to put a little,
If this is how I
you know,
die, this is how I die.
oomph into it.
If I'm ready to die, I'm ready to kill.
One more.
You have to be willing to give something up as well. If he had taken it to me, and he had
Down
done
slow.
that to me, and I didn't wake up.
If your muscle never feels the weight, it'll never adapt to it.
Some battles
Up.
we've lost. Some battles, sometimes it seems we're outnumbered.
There you go.
In this fight.
Now I want you to get mad.
Outdone.
I want you to get mad. Get it up. 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 Up.
Shift the momentum.
Good. One more.
Take the high ground.
Ready? Last one.
Now.
There comes a day
There you
where
go.
push comes to shove.
Good.
Where being mediocre, being like average and shit just burns and sucks so much. You can't
Jewel said
take
hi,
one more
Levi.
day and you get off
He
the
said,
mess.
sup.
And you create something that's always been there. It's always
All right.
been you trying to come out. But you've never wanted to
Oh, you don't have your mic on.
pain and commitment. You were scared you were gonna fail.
We're going to finish over here with some tricep pull downs and we'll call it.
But you never wanted to
You
embark
did amazing today.
until something hits. And then the spark is born. And no matter what happens, I'm never gonna
You want
be
to start
this
us off or
focused.
you want me to start?
And you
I'll
get
start.
up and you go, you
Okay.
get and you just keep going, keep going, man.
20 or 30?
I want to wake you up at 3
20.
o'clock in the morning. Go, come on, man, we're going
All
around.
right, let me see how it looks.
Let's see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up against the wall.
Don't let
Get up
those
against the wall.
elbows
Get up against
pull
the wall.
forward too much.
Get up. Get up.
Come
get
straight up and then down.
How long can you maintain a positive
And don't let it rack every
There's always
time.
teaching.
Right there, back down. There you go. Squeeze here.
Show people that you can do it.
Good. I want you to flare your arms out more. You're just doing this. I want you to go like that. Flare your arms out more. There you go. There it is. I think you can do 30. This looks too light. There, now you're actually working them. Mindset. Strong mind. Only you can help you. I can assist. Pray to God. I believe God does help us in ways that most people can't fathom. But in the end, it's you against you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to grow? How bad do you want to succeed in school, in sports, in life? Come on, Levi. 4 more. Good. 3. Level up. Level up. There's levels to this. 2. 1. Good. For every new level, there's a new devil. What was that? Pterodactyl?
What was that?
I heard a freaking pterodactyl.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
You want to go read chat?
If you're worried about something that someone did to you years ago, you're being to yourself, man. Not getting out there and squeezing.
You're blocking me.
Soul out every day. Yeah. If you
read it out loud, both.
I have to be an honest man right now. I am a bit depressed because I'm always home alone. I never had uncles, aunts, cousins, or at least friends. All just used me. All just take advantage of me, my kindness when I talk to some friends who I made here on Twitch and Discord, and some other guys come in too. I am like the 5th wheel, and no one cares about anymore, and don't even see when I go. That's why I am a bit depressed.
How would your life have changed?
Fear!
Bro.
And you barrel through it. And when you come out,
let me talk about this.
I guarantee you're going to be stronger than you ever thought possible.
What if you...
So, we got to give ourselves a fighting chance to get out of these depressions. Of course, depression is very real, and it's not always easy or going to come quick. But if we live there and we don't take any action, you're just staying stuck. And it becomes our own fault because we're not doing anything about it. We can't play the blame game our whole life. I have and still could. That's the truth. But I'm choosing not to anymore because I know from experience, from studying the greats, from studying myself, it's no one's fault but our own now. We have to take responsibility for who we are and who we want to become. And we have to surround ourselves and find like-minded individuals, optimists, other fellow dreamers, lovers, encouragers. Get away from the pessimists. Get away from the haters, the people who are just projecting negativity out all the time. They got something to complain about. They got something to criticize you about. They just judge you constantly, mock you, laugh at you, misunderstand you. Trust me, I understand. I have felt this my entire life from people that should have been encouragers and believers. But if we just put the blame on them and mope in our own self-pity, what good comes from this? Nothing. Nothing other than stagnancy. Staying in the same place. Having your muscles tighten up. Becoming immobile. So, just keep getting out of bed, bro. Just keep doing the daily responsibilities. And it really can be deeply programmed into what's called our subconscious mind. And I preach upon this often because I strongly believe in it and it helped me. Listen to things like this, or even better, self-affirmations or sleep hypnosis. It sounds crazy. People are like, hypnosis? That's not real. Hypnosis isn't really what most people think it is. Hypnosis is just reprogramming your negative subconscious mind. So, say you have this mindset of, I'm weak, I can't. The people that say, I can't do this all the time, they really believe they can't do shit. They'll call themselves a bitch even. I'm such a bitch. And like, that is toxic. If you have this mindset of just constantly self-hating, you're stuck with this inner critic inside, that's going to follow you into adulthood, and it's going to be generational. You're going to bring that down to your nieces and nephews, to your kids someday if you have them. And that's always what I didn't want. That's why I slept to Thomas Hall. Look it up and just trust me. Thomas Hall sleep affirmations. There's all sorts of different ones for depression, for success, for abundance, for health, for whatever. And you wake up the next day after hearing these. Here's something deep. Our parents or our uncles, our siblings, or whoever we spend a lot of the time with, most of all, it's our parents, become our inner voice. So if your inner voice isn't lifting you up, saying you can do this, don't say, oh, it's my parents' fault, even though technically it can be a little bit. But it's not their fault because their parents weren't raised properly, and we live in a society that has propaganda that purposefully inflicts fear-based mindsets because they want to keep you sick. Hospitals can't flourish. The big drug companies, prescription pills, they can't prosper anymore. They'll all go bankrupt if everybody just resorted to natural healing remedies. Stopped escaping with drugs and alcohol. Stopped being consumers constantly. Don't get me wrong, once in a while, like, I'm going to enjoy thoroughly just watching Squid Games with my nephew tonight. But I made it a priority to make sure that we ate first, that we got in a training session, and
worked for it. And even while I am being a consumer, Levi can agree, and from other streams, I'm still being a producer because I'm going to bring this walking pad in my room with the extension cord, and I'm going to be walking, burning calories while consuming. So I'm producing results while being a consumer. So instead of just constantly scrolling on your phone, watching other producers putting out information, it just turns you into an NPC fucking zombie. It diminishes your real true spirit. That's what they're trying to do. The algorithm is actually set that way to where people can't stop. They just want to keep consuming information, and we weren't built that way. It's different if you're reading a book that's on a topic that you're trying to learn and grow from or gain knowledge, but if it's just random information and all, like, a lot of the times negative, like they're trying to turn men against women, and of course there are women out there who are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and men out there doing things that men shouldn't be doing. But if you just constantly keep seeing this information, it's gonna make you develop this misogynistic mindset upon the opposite sex. This is deep. This is some deep shit, and it's real. So you have to be around the right energy, and you do get to choose to an extent. There's some people who are inevitably forced to be around some toxic energy, whether it be in school or at home, but you get to choose
how you spend your free time. And just don't do it constantly complaining. Because if you do that, complaining is an ungrateful mindset. That is what it is. This is factual. If you constantly complain, it's raining outside. Some people, they complain about it. Bob Marley. Others just get wet. Some people just like it. It feels refreshing. Like, oh, okay, my clothes will dry. Okay, who cares? My hair's a little messed up. I'll fix it if I really need to. But obsessing and being that much of a perfectionist and dwelling and complaining about all the petty things in life, it turns you into an ungrateful person that most people don't want to be around. So develop an appreciative attitude of gratitude. That is my best advice for you, Panelito. I'm not saying you're ungrateful. I'm just saying that we all at times can become more grateful. And I don't know what you believe in, but I do believe that it's essential to have some sort of faith. Because without faith in a God or whatever, you develop this cynical mindset, this nihilistic mindset, which means I don't matter. This doesn't matter. Why should I even try if I'm going to die anyway? That's not the way to think about life. You think about life like that, and that is an endless spiral of just depression, anxiety, and fear. And you never persevere because you're stuck in this loop. So with faith, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. Amen. I'm going to leave it right at that, guys. Stay blessed. Don't stress. We weren't born to just impress. Be you, wholeheartedly, unapologetically. Chase your dreams, chase your goals. Don't just chase a paycheck. And better yet, don't even just chase them. Catch them. Jules says, I'll have a closer look into Thomas Hall's videos. Found a bunch of YouTube videos. Let me know. Let me know how you like them, guys. I might even play them tonight. 2024 wasn't my year, but it feels like 2025 is my year. Not in a stupid New Year's resolution way. More like the best is yet to come. Amen. I love to hear that. And you're very welcome, Panelito. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for spending some of your New Year with me. And don't listen to the haters, my mans. They're secretly your biggest fans. Trust the process. Stay clear. Naysayers are everywhere. Persevere. Love you too, brother. Take care, Jewel. Mike. Good job.